I'm Ryan Simpson. We are joined by Chris Thorsteinson of Doc Walker for I Love to Read Month. It's presented by Miller Agritec Seed of Oakville, Boston Pizza, Portage, McMunn and Yates Building Supplies, Recreation Opportunities for Kids, Central Inc., and Penguin Random House Children's Books. Chris, welcome to the studio. You had a multiple of books to choose from. Which one did you decide to read?
Well, I chose I Don't Want to Read This Book.
So you were saying before that reading wasn't something that you considered a strong suit.
No,
growing up.
you know what? I didn't as a kid. I didn't really read as much as I should have. And my oldest son Ryder, ever since he was young, all he loved to do was read, and he would read and read. And even to this day, with the different distractions there are with social media and phones and books, he still sits and reads and I'm proud of him, and I wish I did a little bit better. And I wish he was actually here to read this book rather than me, because I'll probably stumble through it, but I'll give her a go.
Well, our celebrity reading for I Love to Read Month from Penguin Random House Children's Books. I Don't Want to Read This Book. Take it away, Chris.
I know it happens to be the title of this book, but let me make myself very clear. I really don't want to read it. I mean, why? When I read this book, I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to open up the front cover, only to find pages with, let me guess, words. Sometimes a lot of words. This is not one of those pages. But this one is words, 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 words. I like this book. Look, most of the words are fine, like cake and YouTube, but some words are just plain ridiculous. Take the word doubt, for example. What is a bee doing in there? If no one can hear the bee, why do we have to see it? I doubt whoever put it in there was very smart at all. Other words are just too big, like what was that one? You already know it.
Infinitesimal.
Infinitesimal. Wow. If you can believe that word means small. Words like infinitesimal are the exact reason I don't want to read this book. As if words weren't bad enough, I'm sure this book also has its fair share of sentences, which are really just too many words all smashed together with a period at the end. Sentences are the worst. I don't ever want to read a book that has sentences in it, period. Which brings me to the paragraphs. I do not, under any circumstances, want to read a book with single paragraph in it. Did you know a paragraph can be more than half a page long? I've seen some that are an entire page. I mean, what are these paragraphs trying to prove? Just look at a paragraph. Excuse me. All of those words. I would love to meet a person who is able to read a full paragraph and not lose their train of thought. Oh, there we go. As if anyone on earth wouldn't lose interest after a sentence or two and start thinking about other things like Ozzy threw his snack at Tilly today right in the middle of class and how one could believe it, and Tilly was like, "What is wrong with you, Ozzy?" And lost my train of thought. Wait a minute. Where was I again? Oh, yeah, paragraphs. I don't want to read any book that has paragraphs in it. Paragraphs belong in chapter books, and chapter books are for people with nothing better to do. Chapter 2. I still don't want to read this book. All the things I could be doing that are more important than reading this book. 1, eating cake. Eating cake while watching YouTube. 3, watching YouTube and not eating cake. But truth be told, I prefer to be eating cake. My brain hurts. My eyes feel tired. Reading this book has been truly miserable experience for me. I can't believe I'm almost done with this book. I did not want to read it. After I'm done, I'm going to need some space. Ugh, I really don't want to read the last page. I already know what it's going to say. It's how to read it's how all books end. If anything could be more predictable, let's just get it over with, I guess. The end. I like that book.
Chris Thorsteinson, I don't want to read this book. Can you maybe a song in the future called I Don't Want to Read This Book? Or
no, it reminds me of songwriting. I hate it.
Reading music easier than reading books?
writing songs. It's not fun. It's just when it's done, it's fun. I should write a book called I Don't Want to Write This Song.
Hey, Chris, thanks for thanks for helping us for I Love to Read Month, and no more books for you to read. You're done. Appreciate it.
Like I said, it's like writing a song. It's not fun doing it, but when you're done at the end, I had a good chuckle from it, and most books are like that. So read.
I Love to Read with Mix 96, Miller Agritech Seed, Boston Pizza, Portage, McMunn and Yates Building Supplies, Recreation Opportunities for Kids, and Penguin Random House Children's Books.
That was fun.
That's good stuff.